Hello everyone and welcome to the Peking University World Relations Program podcast. My name is Nina Liu and I'm the Senior Program Manager on this team. In today's episode, we're going to discuss on the media controls that China has imposed on and the reason why it exercises its controls. Why does China block those foreign websites? I believe that there are many people who have been asked this question tons of times. I'm no exception either, especially as international students who had experiences of studying abroad. Lots of social media technologies such as Google, YouTube, Facebook are limiting use back to China. So let's get started with some of the media policies that are made by the Chinese government. In China, there is a specific institution called Internet Censorship, which plays a significant role on the control of social media technologies. It is conducted under a variety of laws and regulations, and based on these regulations, more than 6 internet policies have been performed by the Chinese government and gradually applied to some of the provincial branches, companies, and organizations. Besides, the regulation of websites in China is regarded more restrictive than any other countries around the world. Its major mission is not only block the web content, but also monitor those individual access to their internet. In addition, Chinese Constitution also declares that it offers the freedom of speech and press for its local citizens. But according to specific media regulations, it also allows authorities to forbid the extension of those negative effects which are caused by social media, because it had the possibilities to expose state secrets and endanger the country. In May 2010, the Chinese government issued the first white paper on internet, which emphasized on the concept of internet sovereignty. It declares that all the internet users in China, which also included foreign organizations or individuals, that they all must be abided by laws and regulations that are specifically made on social media. Besides, Chinese internet companies are now required to sign a document called Public Pledge to ensure that they can control their industries properly and let them develop in a positive way. Now, let's move on to the next section. What kind of social media technologies are limited in China currently? Due to the research, it shows that Gmail and Instagram have been blocked in September of 2014. Google+, which we really use that in media studies class, was blocked in July of 2011, and YouTube and Twitter were blocked in 2009. One was in March and the other one was in June. However, these are just a small part of it. The exit of Google in the mainland of China would actually be the best example of showing its restrictive media controls. Google announced that they will no longer participate in the censorship of Chinese media, which means Google will no longer be accessible in China. So what was really happening between Google company and China at that time? On June 18th of 2009, Google was informed by China's Central Television, which is CCTV, on the publicity of pornographic information. In order to address this issue, China has required them to clean up all the inappropriate content and propose 13 punishments according to the related laws or regulations. On January 13, 2010, Google was entirely pulling out of the mainland of China. At this point, some people would ask who should be responsible to control the limitation of social media in China. Well, the People's Republic of China, which is governed by the Chinese Communist Party, in short term we call it CCP, has one of the most restrictive media control systems in the entire world. It censors all information media, from newspaper to DVD, from tape to television, and exercises nearly complete control over the country's 358 TV stations and 2,190 newspapers, the primary media available to more than 1/6 of the world population. The success of the CCP's media controls is due to the fact that freedom of information threatens its claims to power and legitimacy, which means that some of the government dignitaries who work for the Chinese Communist Party and actually control the power of social media, their life will be completely ruined if 13 secrets are brought up to the public. And in most of the times, those negative information will be firstly realized by some foreign organizations or companies. Therefore, setting up limitations of those foreign websites is actually a benefit for them. Even though China has blocked those foreign websites, Chinese people still get their own strategies to avoid the government control. One of the most common ones is called VPN, which means Virtual Private Network. It enables a computer or network-enabled device to send and receive data across shared or public networks, as if it was directly connected to the private network. There are a variety of VPNs for people to use, but the process is all the same. Just simply connect the IP address with another country, such as Korea, Japan, or Canada. In this case, all the blocked websites can be recovered in use. In conclusion, I believe that everyone has a basic understanding of media controls in China after today's episode. If you have further questions, please and are welcome to contact with me. But now it's time to say goodbye. Thanks for your patience of listening, and I will be back next week with another episode of International Relations. Thank you!